Live with the Wolfhard Roll!
Let's go. Let's go.
Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, aka Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are. And that's Mr. Glass half full of nets.
Speed the genius.
Yeah, buddy.
I like that.
I like that. I like that.
And
I like
of course,
it.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. And of course, my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, aka Are you serious right now? You okay? You okay?
Nice.
Awesome freaking video today, man. By the way, brother, that was great. One of them ones you put in the cap and go, yeah, I killed that shit. That was good.
That was I said to Speed, like right as the editing was almost done, I'm like, I really don't care. I don't know what the views will do. It's unpredictable, and but I felt so good about this one. I laughed the entire time I was editing, where I felt like there was a banger every interaction. There was a banger from one of us. So
Yes.
I'll take it. Later on, we'll show a little preview of it. I got like 30 seconds of it to show you guys.
Please, and listen, man, the fact that I don't want to give too much away for those who didn't see it, but the segments where you're going up and down your yard on the swing and all, hilarious. And he's just like venting to you, and you're like, I don't give a crap, which is insane, which is awesome. But of course, shout out to you. Yes, you're the Revivalist in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. Don't forget, we are on Spotify, iTunes, and etc. Can I get some rock music for this announcement right here? Let me get some rock music. Let me get the. Let's go. Because, guys, don't forget, man, tonight every super chat goes to the Washington Redskins. Commanders. I said Redskins. Yeah,
You can say it. You're in a safe space.
I'm in a safe space, thank God. You going to the Washington Redskins. Not kidding. Commanders game, yeah, guys. Send us there, man. We are on our way to the goal, man. We are close. If you don't want to super chat us, it's simple, man. Go on to X, hit that little paper or that dollar icon button, and you can Venmo, Cash App us, whatever you want. If you want us to get 100% of the profits as well, don't forget. But thank you so much, guys, to send us there, because we're gonna come back with the vibes. We're gonna record. We're gonna take you guys with us, give you guys behind the scenes access of what we're gonna go through. We'll talk to some of the Commander fans there as well. So every super chat goes to that. So please send them on in, man, and let's come back with that victory. Come on, we got you, Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart. We went to the draft.
Come on, buddy.
Come
All
on,
we do is
buddy.
win. Every
I
time.
can't believe neither of you have said anything about the shirt I'm wearing and how fucking
It's beautiful. You know what? I didn't see it. You could
you know what? It could be like you didn't get.
There we go. I can see it now.
Look at
see
this.
it now.
Is that a golf shirt or a bowling shirt, brother?
It's a golf shirt, but you can pretty much do anything in this motherfucker.
Listen, I love the patriotism, man. I love it, man.
I hope I get invited to a party this weekend because I'm going
And
to
look at us. We got red, white, blue. It's almost like we planned this shit or something.
Look at that. Look at that.
The memo. But I'll tell you this, man. I think I'm like really close to getting like a pole and hanging the American flag on it, man, because I'm feeling real patriotic nowadays, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about our country, man. So, but anywho, guys, on another note, man, we're going to get this thing going, get this thing started here. And of course, guys, hold on.
Before we get
holy shit, a super chat.
Guys, we got to get into it early. Here it is.
Right on. Let's go, Sarge.
Sarge, we love you.
30 pieces. Start the
By the
night.
way,
It's just what the doctor ordered.
True, and Sarge, man, you've been busy, man. So I think it's your first night back in a little bit, man. I know you've been going, been busy with work and etc. So it's great to see you back, Sarge. Thank you so much, man.
Cheers.
Got to come up on the show, man. Want to get some time, brother. Cheers, man. Cheers. But guys, fun-filled show tonight, man. We'll get right into it, man. We don't even want to go around the room, guys. Let's get in the chat. Let's have some fun. X YouTube. Come on, man. Let's have some fun with this here for sure. But Darren Waller, man, the trade. Well, you came out of retirement. Which is insane. For the Giants to trade him to Miami, man, the Dolphins, man, because he said to Joe Shane, hey, I want to play football, but I just don't want to play for the Giants here. And not only that, if you've seen a little bit of his rap singles, I think only one caught out of the 100 he put out. That was like one. I was like, ooh, this is a good one. But the 100, I'm like, you got some work to do, Darren. You got some work. But I'm just saying, maybe rapping wasn't it. Who knows? I don't know.
Take your time out and heal. That is a broken heart.
That was like the epitome of his time here. Like, he just was a broken man. He was lost in a big city. And he wanted to get out. And I don't blame him, man. You know, Daniel Jones and that offensive line broke him, man. They broke him. And he said specifically why. Like, it was that Buffalo game. They made him run like 3 pulling blocks as they were running the ball because they couldn't throw the ball because the line was in shambles. And he's like, no, I'm done. That game, after that series, he's like, I'm done. It's fucking crazy, dude.
I wonder if he had a built-in excuse with the music, right? He was like, fuck your opinions on why I'm doing this. And but he could say it was the music, and he just didn't want to play where he was anymore. Take a year off. I mean, he's obviously not. It's not going to be like a home run in Miami either. But if the Giants basically swapped 6 and 7s.
Yeah, so they'll get a 6th. And yeah, they gave up a conditional 7th, meaning probably if he plays a certain amount of snaps, you know, he's gonna eventually give up a 7th. But I mean, it seems like a slam dunk. A bag of balls would have been good, you know. At this point, we thought we were getting nothing for him. So,
well, am I crazy? We owned the rights to him, right?
Yes.
So am I crazy for thinking we should have asked for more than a 6th? Or did they? Do we have any? I don't know if we have any dead money still from him.
No money saved whatsoever. We do have dead money, but we didn't save any money with this trade. It was all bonus money. So I don't think anybody was going to give you more than a 6. I got to be honest with you. Retired, you know, and coming off a bad couple years at this point, in Darren Waller, I don't think anybody was giving you more than that. So, you know, I think I'm pretty happy with the return. Trade overall, still a failure, right? You know, giving up a 3rd, having to, you know, get back a 6th, and, you know, for what we got, failure, but you salvage something. So it could be worse.
So I said this earlier, and I was like, man, like, Joe Shane is cooking, right? And the reason why I said that, because a lot of people are like, how the hell is he cooking? Because you know what? A guy that was retired, he got something for him. Now, again, of course, we wanted like a 4th or 5th rounder, but a guy took a year off. We don't know exactly what he's going to be. And like you said, a bad year here with the New York Giants. So at least we got something. A bag of balls, like you said, Speed, would have been great to have him back in here. You know what I mean? As a fair trade. You get what I'm saying? So you take what you get and you don't get upset, guys. We got a 6. We understand we had a 3rd round for him or whatever the case is. So I get it. But I give credit to Joe Shane here. But in hindsight, 2020 Speed, you hit the nail on the head. Terrible trade to begin with. It just didn't work out here for the Giants. And the reason why is because they hitched their wagon on to the quarterback that was here, which was Daniel Jones. And he just wasn't the franchise quarterback to get these guys going. But Darren Waller should have been like, you know what, at least you got Russell Wilson here. Maybe I'll give this a shot. But when you play this bad, like it leaves a stain in there, and we know how Darren Waller can be. He's very sensitive. So he wants to start somewhere else. See you later, man. Good job. We won't remember you in blue. You know what I mean? It's that simple. You get what I'm saying? So I wish him the best, man. It just sucks that he had to do it this way. He should have just been honest to the Giants and say, you know what? I just don't want to play here no more. Can you work out a trade partner for me? Then I'm sure the Giants would have took a 6th, 7th, 5th round pick anyway at that point. You get what I'm saying? Instead of taking a year off. But I guess we'll see, because I don't know if he really wanted to rap, but we'll see. It's just an excuse. You know what I mean? But I asked you guys this, though, because someone said this early on X, at least to me. They said, our Giants fans are making it difficult for certain players to play here. Let me say this. Is it true? What did Speed say? I'm sorry.
You can't just flash that up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Wow.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. My finger slipped. My finger
someone
slipped.
Put out. Okay.
Ooh. Speed.
Okay. You know what? I don't have my lights tonight, but I can give it a shot with some White Claws. Depends how. Let's start it after Sarge, maybe.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Do it after Sarge.
Yeah, okay, and maybe we'll give you how about half, like $10 is 5 seconds.
Done.
There you go.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll fucking
Done,
do it.
Speed. Done. But
Sell my liver.
honestly, I got a question for you guys. Oh shit, there it goes. You got to sip the water.
Well, look at that.
Are Giants fans making it difficult
There he goes.
for players to work here? Is it really the Giants fans for making it difficult for players to play here? And I'm actually El Jefe. I'm gonna start with you, brother.
It ain't the fans. I mean, the New York media is the New York media. When you're good here, you're a fucking legend. Ask Derek Jeter or Eli. I mean, caught some shit. But if you're good, it's not hard, right? But I don't think it's the fans. It's kind of the things Spiro was touched on. It's the O-line. It was the quarterback. It was the fucking disarray. It was the madness that nobody was eating. Nobody was at the top of their game, feeling like, man, like Dexter Lawrence. Good on him for being a good guy and a good pro for how talented he is, and not forcing a trade. You know what I mean? Like that dude demands like the defensive line. Like he is the best interior in the league, according to most people. So no, it's not the fans that made it hard to play here. It's the system, and it is the talent and lack of that made it difficult.
Totally agree, Speed.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you lose, obviously it's going to be hard to play here, and probably harder to play here when you lose than other places. I will say that, like, you're a loser in New York, you're going to hear about it. It's not going to be easy. And unfortunately for us, there's been a lot of losing for the New York Giants over the last decade. And we were talking about it. I forget one of the chats. It's like kids born in 2010. These younger fans, they don't know anything about losing, man. So it's contentious. It's tough around here right now. But make no mistake, the reason why it's hard is because of the losing. If you were even just slightly below average to average, you wouldn't be hearing this kind of unrest and all this anger, but we've been bottom of the league bad. So of course, anger, yes, there is a ton of that because we've been horrible. It's not just bad, we've been horrible, and people have had enough of it. And anything that goes bad, we are going to jump all over it. Daniel Jones, Waller, all these whoever underperforms, we're all over you. Fucking, that's because we're got a lot of built up anger, man. I don't know.
Because we care. It's because we care.
It's because we care.
And listen, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think it's the fans, like you said. Hef is right. It's the freaking system. It's the GM. It's the owner from top to bottom. It's everything that's going on here. That's
hard knocks,
right? Dude, they've been through the ringer here. You know what I'm saying? So the fans, what is it? Icing on the cake for you? No, the fans is the fans, guys. Like you tell us all the time, we tune all the outside noise out and we focus on us. When they talk about tuning the outside noise out, they're talking about the fans. So if you guys are tuning us out, then it definitely is not us. All right, it's definitely the inside of that building of what you guys are going through. And if you're paying attention to the fans to that degree, to where we can make you uncomfortable working here, then you ain't a Giant to begin with. You're not a New Yorker to begin with. You get what I'm saying? So go to another team that's going to be like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, I love these guys. And I'm sure no other team is going to do that. Let's be honest. If you suck, you suck. You're going to hear it. That's what it is. And like I said, as Speed said, we've been losing here for so long. We're just tired. So let the fans be the fans. Go work in your craft and get better, man. But if this ain't for you, don't come here. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Don't come here. Don't, man. We don't need you
I've
here.
always said that. You have to have – there is a certain kind of player and person that could thrive in New York. I feel like that there is some truth to that. There are people that are too soft for New York. They can't handle it. It's too rough. They can't take the city, the bright lights, and you see it all the time. You see it in baseball, you see it in football, basketball, across all sports. There's some people that are not made for this area. And that I do agree with, whether the fans, whether they're bad or not, some people can't take the heat. So get out the kitchen, man. Get out the motherfucking kitchen. We need some tougher players around here.
Yeah, but one of the worst situations, worst teams that you could have tried to make it work with during that time. I mean, there weren't many more sad teams during that time. Like a quarterback who's clearly subpar that this GM keeps coming out and saying he believes in because it's his ass on the line and his draft pick. Like that's fucking madness. Everyone could see what's going on. And now you're seeing little tidbits of it, like Tyrone Tracy agreeing with Shady during that podcast. He's like, Daniel Jones is terrible. He said that right in front of Tyrone Tracy. And he's like, yeah.
didn't say. He didn't. I
Listen.
say, hey, slow up on my guy.
Everyone knew. Like I'm just so glad that era is over. If we're gonna suck now, at least like let it be for whatever reasons. At least like that whole politics of trying to back a player who's clearly not good enough was maddening the whole time.
And let me say this too, because there was an article that came out. Shout out to the Giants Wire as well for writing it. But there was an article that came out to where the manager or the what do they call them? The what do they call these guys? The agent of freaking Daniel Jones was like,
oh
man,
yeah,
ridiculous on how the Giants put them through the ringer for Daniel Jones and that contract there. But there was something in that article that caught my attention is where he said Joe Shane and John Mara had to sign off on that. So you want to talk about why, and this leads me to this. You want to talk about why these guys are still here? Because why? Because John Mara signed off on that goddamn Daniel Jones contract to prolong this build for being what it needs to be. And they probably went in that office and was like, hey, you can't fire me. You know why? Because you said, hey, keep Daniel Jones because you wanted to give him a chance, according to that article. You get what I'm saying? So you want to talk about the meddling? John Mara's fault here, too, of why this freaking team is the way it is and why Waller probably doesn't want to come back and play here. Neither. You get what I'm saying? So listen, man, I'm just saying that article kind of threw me for a loop. I just had to get that out of there, man. But ridiculous. You crazy?
It confirmed what we already thought. I've been dying on this hill for fucking years now. Like this was a John Mara move, and he forced the hand of both Shane and Dable. And I think Shane and Dable signed off on it with the sense that they were going to get another chance eventually. And you saw it. They tried it 2 years ago. It didn't work out. Then they officially got that chance this year. But like, the whole thing that they just played. They played Joe Shane, a rookie GM, first time GM, who was panicked and backed into a corner with the owner tripping his. Imagine your boss. And again, maybe John Mara didn't say you need to do this, but he said, hey, how he said it in on Hard Knocks. He's like, man, if he goes here or if he leaves, it's going to be bad news, essentially. So he may not have said you have to sign DJ, but he said you have to sign DJ,
Correct.
Yeah.
And listen, it's probably to that nature right now, Speed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, and the reason why I brought that up, because it's just like, man, all the suspicion that we thought of how John Mara's meddling and John Mara has a say. And again, we figured it out with the Saquon thing, and that was Joe Shane saying, nope, put my foot down, let him walk. We'll figure it out. Because you know why? That Daniel Jones contract blew up in his face. Because John Mara was like, give him a chance. The kid is good. He's a nice kid. And this kid wasn't a franchise quarterback. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, like, it's just crazy how this article comes out and it's, oh, my God. I'm sorry. Let me just say this. I'm sorry. I just saw the chat. I just saw the chat. All right, I'm going to bring this up. Look at this. Shout out to my wonderful, wonderful wife. My beautiful baby.
Shout out. Look at that.
Look at my wife. Look at my beautiful
wife. The Vibes fam coming through, supporting the podcast. I love it. Thank you so much.
Shout out to my wife.
Mrs. Vibes.
Baby, you upstairs. I appreciate you. Why are you spending my money on this? No, I'm kidding. No, thank you so much, man. That's the beer for Washington for sure, man. And just to let you guys know, me and the family's actually going to go for a weekend there to Washington. DC? So we're going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back Monday when everything is over. So, it's going to be a good
scope out the area.
We're going to scope out the area. We're going to have a good time. We never been there as a family, so
nice.
We're going to have a good time. And then Sunday, I'll go to the game with you guys, take care of business. As she says, she's like, go take care of business, but we'll come back and we'll have fun. So it's going to be dope, man. So shout out to the missus. Thank you so much. Shots. Yo, she's still.
Oh, you got the whole.
It's my wife, man. Shout out.
That's funny because when we hung out, we did do shots. So I believe her.
Yes, we did.
And now I have the Casamigos here. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. She was like, I didn't know it was that good.
Oh, the best that night. I was like, Aaron, so do you do like is it the lime salt? Like, what's the order? She goes, you just fucking drink it.
That's it, right?
I was like, oh,
facts.
All right, I like her.
She was a keeper. Squad put the ring on it. Squad put the ring on it.
Wait, so I missed that part. You're going to DC that whole weekend with the fam?
Yeah, I'm going Friday, Saturday, and of course Sunday with the game with you guys, and I'm leaving that Monday. So we figured out.
Send Eli to Washington. Come on,
Please. My family's coming. It's expensive. Please do it, please.
Oh,
for
let
the
me
love
update. Let me update
of update,
Surges.
please. Yes, update
All right,
Sarges, man. But
fucking
shout out to the missus. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. Let's do this, man. Of course, guys, we got the Knicks. Talk about them Knicks, baby. But we got Mike Brown. It's still no head coach, but Mike Brown's a huge heavy talk in there. Speed, take it away. Set us up, man. What you been hearing in them Knicks streets, man?
Yeah, so Mike Brown is now pretty much the prohibitive and betting favorite at this point. He's coming in for a second interview. All signs are pointing to Mike Brown being the favorite, and there's a lot of noise now around him, and they're also bringing in a couple of other people for a second interview. Micah Nori is also getting that second interview. There's a lot of hype around him too. He's a bit riskier because he's not been a head coach yet. He's been, the assistant coach with the Wolves, but in Minnesota, they give their head coach gave them a lot of freedom, gave the assistants a lot of freedom, and he lets them essentially run the team at points. So Nori is coming with a lot of experience. A lot of people think he's going to be a good coach, but he's got the risk. Mike Brown, he's got the experience. He's a vet. He's been to the finals before. He's seen it all. So he's a safe choice in my opinion. A guy that with a big veteran laden locker room, you kind of want to lean to because Nori, you never know. There's a bunch of personalities, bunch of vets. It's the first time coach. He might get a little bit worked and dominated in that locker room. You don't know how it's going to work. But Mike Brown would have all the respect. And for my money, that would be a guy. I don't think it's a huge drop off for Thibodeau. I got to be honest with you.
I was just about to ask.
But you think it is a drop off though?
Honestly, I think it's slight. I think it's slight at best. I don't think it's much of a drop off. However, but if the drop off is slight, the roster is better. So you've kind of level set it right back to where you need to be, and the East is wide open, more open than it was last year. So the Knicks with Mike Brown are a favorite, if not the favorite in the East. Lock it up.
Do you know if he's more of an offensive or defensive guy?
I don't think it's either or. I don't recall per se. Again, a lot of it's tough because his best stretch was with LeBron, and LeBron, kind of dominates. So it's like
Speed. That's the rumor.
Yeah,
the rumor is that it's. I'm be honest with it. It could happen. It won't be. It's not totally out the way. And I just want to ask you guys how it feels, but it's been swirling. LeBron James can finish his career at the Mecca.
Oh man,
talk about it. Talk about it.
At the Knicks, the rumors are swirling, and just when you thought it's a pipe dream, no. There's been reporters behind the scenes. Everybody's talking to everybody, especially in the Knicks community, where they're like, "Oh no, this could be possible." I just want to know how would you feel about that, Hef? How old is LeBron? LeBron be like 41, I think if he comes here, 41, 42.
Yeah, he's
our age.
He's our age, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo,
we're old.
I can't even roll out of bed without getting hurt. Right?
He's going to be 41 in December.
But he does apparently spend $1 million a year on his health and wellness, which I completely believe. But he's a freak of nature, so that age thing is different for him. I think it has like a little more steam than just a pie in the sky rumor, because if you look at the West versus the East, you look at he's probably got one more year. That's also rumored that he's going to play one more year. You don't want to be in the West. Like if Luka gets hurt or if something happens on that Laker team, they're so dead in the water in the West. They'll be playing they're in that play-in tournament. That's not where he wants. He knows that there's a couple teams in the East he could go to, and he's a top 4 seed. And he's a piece of the puzzle. It would be really interesting to see how that would even work with this Knicks roster or financially, because I think they're strapped anyway. But the guy's got billions of dollars. I don't know if that's what it's about at this point. But, I mean, if he were to finish his career and win a championship with the Knicks in the Garden, man, I would take back everything I said about him.
And the motherfucking drought, dude.
Speed. Let me go here, Speed, if you don't mind. But
go.
Yes, freak of nature. Even though he's 41 years old, LeBron James takes care of his body. He's very
Like nobody
healthy,
else.
like no one else. The guy's in incredible shape. He probably feels like he's 25 right about now. You know what I mean? So just imagine he comes in and being that piece of the puzzle to get us over the top. Now, I'm not expecting the LeBron James of what we thought can take over the game or whatever the case is. No, he's going to have role players to help him. He's going to have Cat. He's going to have the new signings that's here, which we'll get to. He's going to have this is still Jalen Brunson's team. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? We don't need LeBron James to put the team on his back. We just need him to be the piece of the puzzle here. We need him to do what Mikal Bridges should have done when he was in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? That's all we need him to do. Drop some buckets here for us, man. That's it. That's all we need you to do, Bron. So the fact that it's becoming a dream, or that it, not to say becoming, but to say that it's out there and that it can become a reality, you get what I'm saying? You couldn't help but get excited as a Knicks fan. And yes, Hef, I'm taking back everything I said about LeBron if that was to happen here, because to end his career here in the Mecca, the biggest drought probably in one of the sports history here of basketball. You get what I'm saying? Just to have him come in here and win a championship and him going out on top. And it's like you said, it's much easier right now for the East because the Knicks are the favorite right now. Halliburton isn't going to come back anytime soon. Tatum isn't going to come back anytime soon. And even so, Boston is still dismantled and that team's a little bit all in a disarray, right? We can go through the entire Eastern Conference. He's looking at it and chomping at the bit like, you know what? I need to get over there. Yeah. That's a better opportunity for me to actually try to win one at this point. Yeah, put me there. Put me there ASAP. So, LeBron, if you're hearing, come on over. I'll take you, baby. At first, I was like, nah, nope, But as you start to see it and you start to see the vision of it, you're like, yo, man, we can really win one with him. And again, we don't need LeBron to be LeBron. We just need him to be that role player, that piece of the puzzle to get us over the top, to score some points for us, to win this goddamn thing. Speed, I want this to happen, Speed.
I know.
I want this
this would be so wild. And financially, like I think Bartlett chimed in that he's 41 years old, or he will be by the time the season starts, and it's $52 million. Yeah. So that's not possible. That's not even possible for the Knicks. So like if that's LeBron would have to waive his contract or something. Otherwise,
I don't know how that works.
But like, this is Brunson's team. Like you said, how would this even work? How would Brunson, that's the thing. And so I'm really looking at what other teams in the East would have the financial ability, scrappy team like Detroit, something like that, where he can go and be, that's a scrappy, tough team.
Detroit.
I doubt it. I also doubt it. But if he wants the East, Indiana's got some big contracts over there. Don't know if they could do that. Boston is shedding money. They're not adding. Mm-hmm. So how many options are there in the East that would have a legitimate shot to go win? And I think he looks at the Knicks roster and he's probably like, that would be fun. That's a good, tough group of guys right there.
I think it's Knicks or else.
Yeah, it is. Really do think. It is. I mean? And LeBron loves the spotlight, man. Let's not get it confused here. Like he knows that if he came to New York and won a championship here, he would be a god. And it's an easy path. The path is right there for you. It makes too much sense. That roster's like he's turned down the Knicks before because the Knicks sucked the last time there was a go around. Now the Knicks are ready, man. Like the Knicks are ready. They don't even need him to get to them. They're already a finals favorite without a coach.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to we wouldn't have to run him into the ground. He could play light minutes through the regular season, and he's such a good passer and such a smart basketball player that he would still elevate this team at 41 years old. He would elevate the team, obviously.
It goes back to what you were saying though. Like I don't know how a ball dominant Brunson and a ball dominant LeBron coexist.
LeBron, I saw LeBron play with Luka, and he was giving Luka, when it's 10 seconds on the shot clock, he was giving Luka the rock. When it was his time, like I think at this age and stage in his life, he's going to make that rundown block and that pin against the boards or something like that when he has to. But I think he knows it's Brunson's team, and he would have to accept that coming into it. This would be bad news. Well, not even bad news. Good news for Josh Hart. Like he wouldn't have to play near. It would be more like 30 minutes a game for Josh Hart, which is probably where he belongs anyway.
And it solves the point guard issue, right? Like you could. So in a perfect world, I think Jalen Brunson is a 2, right? Like he's too short, but he's a shooter, man. You want that guy being a shooter. You don't want him to be the dominant ball handler. LeBron brings the ball up. He sets the offense up. You run it through him. Jalen steps over to be a two, or he's a shooter, a creator, and it could work. It could work, but it just doesn't. It just there's so many moving parts. I feel like you have to move bridges. I don't know if that would or OG. Like it just gets too clogged up. There's too
gets
many.
hairy. It gets hairy.
Yeah,
it does.
I just don't know how it works.
I mean, listen, it could all be a huge pipe dream, which is cool. But I'm just saying,
it's fun to think about.
Right, it's fun. It's definitely fun to think about. I just wouldn't poo-poo on the idea.
No, definitely not.
Because
not
again,
anymore.
he does elevate the team. And just imagine when Brunson comes out, like you said, you have the ball handler in LeBron, the smart basketball player, the passer that you see there. So let's imagine all big guys coming up and down the court while Brunson is part of the small roster, sitting on the bench getting his breaks, whatever the case is. Man, it's just so much fun to think about. And he plays defense extremely freaking well. So you have no liability there at all as far as LeBron James. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just excited. Just to think about it. Again, I understand the age. I understand the money. But at the end of the day, he does elevate this roster. It's just like, man, we don't need it. Again, we don't need him to be LeBron of the past. We just need him to just be smart with the basketball, score some points for us, period. How can you not get excited about that? And you just have to.
All the basketball stuff I think they could figure out. It really is the financial thing for me.
Yeah.
Like I think they made a couple other moves in the last day or two and got some more good bench. The bench looks better than it did a month ago. But financially,
I don't understand. Somebody big would have to move. I don't know who that is, like OG or McCall. Like one of those two guys probably has to get traded because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Like
which would suck because that makes your window kind of 1 year instead of
we have
a 3 or 4, and you could see with Boston. They capitalized last year. They got their ring. But that's what happens. Your window, it's so hard to win a championship that Boston's window is closed already. Like
we got a bunch of revivalists of the month of the year.
Hold up.
That are
holy shit, a super chat.
Let's get right into
it. They are vehemently against LeBron to the Knicks. Bartlett's out here saying LeBron and Mike Brown make me want to puke. Please don't ruin the Knicks again for us. Revivalist hashtag.
I love that he hashtags himself.
It is funny because I'd be a huge hypocrite. I've been LeBron, I've been a LeBron hater. I have been a LeBron hater my whole my whole life. So it would be a shock to my system and a change of heart. I have to back a guy that I've called the pussy many times. And then he got judged. He said, "We're in this together, brother." Their revivalists of the year are the co-revivalists of the year.
You know what? And who better to get us there? We are officially halfway to our goal on account of the two guys.
The revivalists of the year, Coles. Look like the co-revivalists of the year right now. We can't pit them against each other. These guys
really are.
Look at these guys.
Those two.
Thing. We love these guys, honestly. Thank you so much. Rich, I sent you a DM. Let me know when you're ready, man. Come on the show, man. Have some fun. Matter of fact, we might have to get him and Bartlett on the show at the same time and just talk our mess.
We could take the night off. Let's just let them run a show.
Y'all with it. Let us know. It's been done before. We let people run the show before. It's been done. So let us know, man. We'll have some fun with you guys. Definitely for sure. Let us know.
So wait. We were just talking about the bench pieces. So the Knicks have gotten better right now. They have gotten better. They signed Jordan Clarkson, and I'm going to try to say this name, Gershon Yabusele. I think I got it.
I
don't know.
I
kind of think I got it. It feels right.
Nailed it.
But they call him Yabu. Now, let me give you a little bit of a rundown on these two. Jordan Clarkson, high energy, high score, tough guy off the bench. He's a guard. He plays defense. He can score from anywhere. Shoots, drives. We needed a bench scorer, a guy that could just come off the bench and light it up. We didn't have that really. Deuce wasn't that. Mitch wasn't that. We didn't have that last year. That's huge. That's a guard that's huge.
Huge.
Yabu, high energy. Again, another high energy big man. Sixers fans loved him this year. They're like, you go to all the comments after he signed it and like, damn, like everybody's pissed off. He took a huge jump for them this year. he one of the good comments, because I said to everybody's like, Sixers fans, say something nice.
That was a good idea. Yeah.
And a lot of people like, well, he dunks hard on people. I was like, I like that.
Someone even said disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully dunks hard on people.
And then the clip of him dunking on LeBron resurfaced today in an Olympic game. He was on the France national team, and he put one down LeBron's throat. So that'll be awkward when LeBron comes over too.
He sure did. So the bench is, and again, this guy's not a defensive guy. These guys are both offensive guys. But what I like, and again, we're going to be weak defensively again, but the Knicks last year, while they were good, I feel like they still lacked an identity. It was just Jalen Brunson. They weren't very good defensively. They weren't very good offensively. So now they've leaned into, hey, let's be good at something. Let's be great at something. And they now can come at you in waves offensively.
There's bold no drop.
Yeah, hey,
yeah.
Let's be good at something.
Yeah, right. I know. Let's be good at something.
Let's just shoot the ball. Don't worry, we score high enough. Don't worry about defense, right?
I don't think they're gonna. They have too many guys, too many kind of weak guys defensively, to where I don't think they would be great defensively, right? So like, why not be great offensively at least, and then maybe get a guy now going forward that is a defensive glue guy. You could find those guys, right? But so if you're great offensively, you find one more guy defensively, you got yourself a pretty complete team. They are already, like I said, the prohibitive favorite. They just got deeper. They go 9 deep now on you, 9 deep. And I like the moves, man.
And that's what excites me, Spee. That's what excites me, is that we actually have a bench that can come in and actually score. And these guys can actually get some rest. I do understand the defensive part that unfortunately we won't be improving in that category. But we did lack scorers. Like, we did lack people score. So that now that you have somebody in there that can actually put the ball in the basket, can't help but get excited. And those guys are getting rest now. They won't play the most minutes in the league anymore. You get what I'm saying? So they actually have a bench here, which Tom Thibodeau didn't even have.
Now you have a coach that could put them in too.
Right. And oh man, just imagine if Thibodeau had something like this. That's another story. I'm not even gonna go down there.
I don't want to say it. But I'm going to say it. Maybe Thibodeau was like, I would have played my bench if I had one.
I had the bench. Thank you.
Yeah, but he never did it wherever he was. Chicago, Minnesota, he's never played a bench. This guy sat Jimmy Butler on the bench. Jimmy Butler to bunch back.
Nobody is gifted a great second five. You develop them and you give them time to let them get there.
Yeah, that never happened. That's the thing too. We mentioned all these guys. Then you talk about the young guys they drafted, Nikolic and Didier. Like, they could now hopefully if one of them develops, you got a pretty damn complete team, man. Like, so I'm excited about it. But sorry, keep going. Or was it Jeff? Sorry,
I don't know. But like who's the white dude on the Pacers? McMillan or Mick something?
Yeah. McMurphy.
Like that. It's not McMurphy. that's like a double negative.
I'm kidding.
But like there's
McConnell.
Thank you. There's not too many teams that he would have gotten that much playing time on. But he's like, as we referred to him, the little white tryhard. He's like the little engine that could. He just never. He's a little Rudy at practice.
Real gym rat.
Just plays every down like it's the goddamn Super Bowl. Suck ass. But like that's a dude that is at the end of a bench on most rosters, and he never sees the light of day. But you add him into the rotation and give him something, and that way everybody is fresher, and he gives you a spark. He comes in and gives you a spark. That's the kind of thing you have to do with your bench players. Give them an identity. Give them an edge. Like, if I'm the coach, I'm telling him, you come in, you be a rabid dog. You go annoy the shit out of their point guard and make their life a living hell, because you're going to play 15 minutes. Yeah, you're only playing 20 minutes. You know, go all out.
Agreed.
Yeah, and listen, guys, really quick, man. We're gonna do Hefe, do you have like an off-topic thing you wanted to do, brother?
I do have a question for you. This is changing gears here a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm assuming my wife's not listening, so I just had to bring this up.
Mine's definitely is. Hi, babe. How you doing?
But that's fine.
Yeah, you got it.
So my wife for Father's Day got me something, and she was like kind of disappointed with my reaction because she thought it was like a home run gift. And it was a Giants shirt, and it had like Irish elements. There was like a Celtic knot and a shamrock, but it's a green shirt, but it's a New York Giants, and I'm conflicted with that.
Yes.
Like, what is this? once a year, maybe on St. Patty's, but I have other better Irish shirts that I would prefer.
Right. You're not wearing a Giant shirt for that.
It's an Eagles color. So I was pulled in a weird direction on that one, and I'm wondering what your guys' thoughts are. And maybe I could put a poll up here in the on the YouTubes and see what the chat thinks. But I was conflicted on it, and I kept it. It's not like I asked her to return it. I was like, no,
yeah.
When I saw how disappointed she was in my reaction, I was like, "But no, it's great, great."
Of course, I'm gonna wear it, babe.
And in my mind, I'm like, "Now I got another painting shirt." But what's your thoughts on your team? In an off color.
No.
Yeah.
Eli's
it depends what it is.
Eli's like, did I ever get one? Did I ever get one?
I'm like, I'm conflicted here. Let me see. Let me go. No, listen. I understand why, because if it's green, it does look. And again, I don't know what it looks like. If it looks like that Philadelphia green, then nah, you gotta. I'd be like, yeah, babe, it's a rag now. For
it's
the
like
backyard.
it's it's Kelly green, a little darker green. It's green. It's clearly green. It's not green. Like army. Yeah, it's green.
It's probably a fire shirt though. Like it probably has some elements in there where you can go, all right, it looks pretty good, right? I don't know. Like I
like the Irish element. Love the Celtic knot in there.
That's the fire part.
I think there's even
so it depends on the color. Honestly, I think the color because like I got an all black Giants hoodie, and I think for me I can wear that whenever, right? Like I that I could still wear. It's black color.
Black,
yeah,
is cooler,
it's black on black.
You can do that, yeah.
Black is always cool, right? Like but like green is very specific. Like you said, it's very specific to. The holiday is very the two teams you associate green with are Jets and Eagles. Two teams you don't want to be associated with as a Giants.
And now you're hitting a shamrock, which feels like the Celtics.
Exactly.
It's all wrong.
It's all over the place.
If they open that gift like she doesn't appreciate me.
I'm like, is this some kind of sick, tasteless joke?
Yeah, right. She doesn't appreciate me at all, and all I do. How the hell did I get this out of everything else you could have ordered me? Hefe upset right now. Shit.
No, I that's a tough spot to be in.
So you understand?
You got to really sell. Yeah, you got to sell the happiness though, because you know that they put effort into it. It's just like, this is nice.
It's too late. It's too late to sell the happiness on it.
I know. What she saw your face initially, and you gave it away.
You know why? Because like one time, back in the day, she got me the new PlayStation. When she was still courting me before we got married. And I was like, I did not expect that at all. And that's such a selfless gift.
She knows what happiness looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes me away from her.
Yes. True.
But it also keeps me home, so it's kind of a brilliant move at the same time.
But
I reacted to that gift like, you are a badass bitch. Like, this is a great gift. And so I may have peaked too early in my reaction game.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get a badass bitch. That's like our joke. If I don't call her a badass bitch, then it wasn't that good of a gift.
This is why I hate gift giving, man.
You're an actor.
Yeah, he is.
Like you do this just for entertainment, and I'm gonna be doing it for a living when we get this nice huge sponsorship and some checks here. I'm just saying, come on in and pay us. When you do this, man, you should have been like, "Oh, you a badass bitch!" Like you should have really. But
he's also real. He's also real. That's the problem.
Yeah, and if anyone in the world knows when I'm acting, it's my wife.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Say no more. Say less. But I'll tell you this, man. Of course, guys. Speed.
Hold on.
Speed. Get in here, Speed.
Yeah. We got our guy. The one and only. Hold on. Why can't? Okay, here we go. Tuto.
Hey.
Back in the building. Salutes and respects to kings of NYR Media Podcast, Hefe, Vibes, and Speed, and all diehard fans across the pond. Greetings from Italian national rugby team, and please slap all them stinky boys, losers, out of here. Yo, shout out to you. We love you, Tuto. Shout out to the team. We hope you guys are dominating. I know you got a game coming up, right? You got a game on July 4th, I believe. Don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure he said that. I still want to check it out. Send me a DM or something, Tuto, or let me know, because I'm not. I'm gonna set an alarm right now just to make sure.
Look at you.
I want to see one of these games. I just want to see him kill somebody out there.
Yeah, I know that guy.
And I'm gonna tape it for everybody, just so everybody can see it too. I want to see everybody to see.
Please
Shuto
do.
kill some people on the
Oh
field.
shoot, that R0 in the chat. Shout out to
Yo,
Shout
R0.
out
I see you
R0.
out there, Robbie.
Finally.
I see you, man.
Finally.
The Space King is out there still doing his thing. I haven't been. I don't know about you guys. I haven't been spacing a lot recently, man. I just like.
Man, that's
I
something
feel
I
like it's all kind of repetitive right now.
I think when
you
the
got to be a
Giants,
real diehard to be honest.
yeah, when the Giants get back and things become and you got more relevant shit to talk about, it'll pick up again.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I gotta get that. I would love to do that again, man. Like how I was doing it before. I would love to do that, man. But these guys are
Once
killing
training
it,
camp gets back, going again, Oh, look at
7. All
10 and 7
right,
from Robbie. 10 and 7 from Robbie.
Playoff bound.
We have a positive. There's so much positivity now in this one chat that has been so negative for so long. I don't know who's trolling and who's being real anymore.
I think it's real. I think it's real.
Is Sal real?
I don't know, but
I
he's
don't know.
really playing it up. He's really playing it up.
No,
I think
Sal's
he
real.
is.
Yeah,
I
Sal's
think
real.
He is.
I can hear that passion. Nah, Sal's real.
Only
person I'm like, I don't know is Momo. Mo is Momo was never positive. I don't know.
If you dropped in though, if you dropped in without knowing anything about this New York Giant team previously, the last 10 years, and you just looked roster to roster, position to position, you could at the very least say that's a very good defense. That looks like a very good defense at the very least. And you're like, Russ, okay, blah, but that's a decent. You got Malik Neighbors, who's a star, and you could see things that could lead to victories. At the very least, a 7-8 win team, right? Like, but we have so much built-in knowledge of what's happened and so much anger that I think it distorts what just looking in at this real team, just looking at it. And I guess the schedule really fucks everything up. So I think that's what it is.
And listen, and not for nothing, no Odell Beckham's coming to the Giants. Just so we'll take that too.
I did see that. Hey, you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
I'm fine with that.
I get it.
I'm cool. I'm good.
Because
Like I said,
the more I think about it, you just gotta let's see what we got in these guys, right? Like, because if he takes any snaps away from Wandale and Hyatt, it's maybe it's negative for them, but like I kind of just want to see what those guys. Just like I didn't know what Darren Waller was, and I came back at your tweet, before, like Darren Waller never really stood a chance here when he came in. Like the offensive line was so bad, he had a very below average quarterback, and we never were able to assess players here.
No,
we never
DJ
knew.
Slender.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
I don't want to talk about him anymore. But we never got to see what Hyatt was. We never really got to see what Slayton was. We never really got to see what Robinson was. We never got to see what Waller was. And the list goes on and on.
It's so hard.
Even Neighbors, the numbers he put up as a rookie, how many plays were not on target? And he's just a phenomenal athlete that made them his biggest play of the year was a missed opportunity. That's
right. Should have been a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, Rob's throwing out crazy.
I don't know if Rob's. I don't know if he's trolling that. Some of these numbers is like, really?
I mean, the 1,500 yards. How many did Neighbors have last year? 12. Did he have
11 or 12? I think
1,200 with with Drew Lock, DeVito, and Daniel Jones throwing to him.
What's the TD?
300 yard increase that crazy of a
1274. There you go.
Wow.
And Drew Lock.
Oh, God damn it. Go on the other way. Go on the other way.
He pulled the plug on himself.
He pulled the plug?
The Mike heard Drew Lock and pull the plug.
He said Tracy for 1,100 yards, right? 1,100 yards, 10 rushing touchdowns.
This whole running back situation.
Crazy. Wow. I mean,
the running back situation is going to be so interesting to monitor. Yeah, how much they incorporate Cam right into the mix. How much is you forget Devin Singletary who's still here, who's a decent running back. He looked decent in spurts.
He's a pro. I'm not going to change my tone. I said it last year. He's a pro, but I think he is third in terms of, I think Tracy is that dude. I mean, I like Scat too, and I'm excited. So. I'm excited to see him fold into the mix and everything. But I think this is Tracy's backfield, and I think he has the most elite upside of anybody in that room, and it's not close.
I don't disagree.
I don't disagree at all. Guys, really quick, man. Let's get into some Rangers news and let's start to wrap this up, man, because we went past the time, of course, that we had promised each other.
I'll be brief. Let me brief you guys here. The biggest news of the day is that they traded Keandre Miller to the Hurricanes. Now, it's sad. It's sad kind of because Keandre Miller again was one of these kids that we drafted that we're supposed to take the Rangers to the next level. Guy oozes talent. He's a 6'6" defenseman, skates like the wind. Was supposed to be that next guy. We went to the playoffs.
Like the wind,
dude.
How come I laughed to myself at that?
As if that's a saying. Yeah,
it is.
I was like, ride like the wind, bullseye. That's what I just thought of. Don't lie what he said. I don't know why. Toy Story. I have no idea why.
He just never had the toughness and never materialized. He just didn't come through, and that happens a lot. And it seems that we actually messed up a lot of guys. We messed up Kakko, Lafreniere, Keandre Miller, Hedel. The list goes on and on, man. It's a shame. It's kind of the end of an era, the kids era. And we not on top of that, we traded him to the Hurricanes, a division rival. So kind of what does that say about what we thought he was? Like in your mind, if you're the GM, you're thinking this is not going to backfire, right? He won't come through. He won't even develop for them. And I don't care where he goes. So it could end up with egg on Drury's face. But listen, he got a first-round pick back. He got a second-round pick back. And he got one of the best, the number one prospect for the Carolina Hurricanes. So, Drury did well. Drury, and this was a lot of teams knew they were trading this guy. So Drury did well. I have to give him his props. It's sad, but I give my man props for doing what he had to do and trading this guy.
And I'm completely good with this move because I don't know if you remember for the last 2 years how many times I questioned his effort and how many times he drove me fucking crazy. Where there's a play to be made and he's out for a casual skate. And when he turns it on, yes, he's a big athletic freak and he can do anything. But, the regular shift to shift, I didn't see it. And I'm actually surprised. He got a monster contract. Like he did. Is it $60 million over 8 years or 80 over 6? I forget
it was absurd. No, he got an 8-year. I don't know what the contract.
60. Yeah.
Yes. It was absurd. It was a sign and trade. Yeah.
Dude,
the Rangers couldn't give it to him. And to be fair, they shouldn't have.
I'm good with this. Job. I'm totally good with this move.
Yeah.
Now, are the Rangers back, Speed, with this move? Are they back?
So there's more to this, okay?
Yeah.
There's more to this. This was a trade for the future, all right? Keandre Miller didn't work out, but they signed another guy, one of the better defensemen in the league. In Vladislav Gavrikov. Good luck. 7 years, $7 million. One of the better stay-at-home defensemen in the league to pair up with Adam Fox, who is an offensive genius. You want a guy that could ground, like you let Adam Fox do his thing offensively. You want a defensive stay-at-home guy paired up with that guy. That is this guy, and we got him for a good number, very good number. Contracts are flying through the roof this offseason. They're flying through the roof, and again, Drury got this guy at $3 million less per year than some anticipated. So good on Drury again for making this move. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, we got this guy. We got this guy cheaper, like annually, than Keandre got when he moved.
And Keandre, for all he's an offensive guy. He's not a stay-at-home defenseman. He's a good skater, but he never was a defensive guy. This guy, what he is. He's a vet. You know what you're going to get at him. And you could argue this team has gotten better from last year. You could argue that. So I'm happy.
We need some firepower.
Now that too.
Now you need a center.
Yes, and listen, it's funny, man. Like I think the Rangers have a little ways to go. Like to what we've seen.
They're not back. They're not back yet.
They're not back.
Just to answer your question.
Yeah, they're definitely not back. They have a little ways to go to actually get that roster together before we're starting to talk about them and getting excited about them once again. You get what I'm saying? But let's get to the super chats really quick, man.
Yeah, one more. We got one more from Tuto.
Hey,
has been moved to July 5th. Okay, Loftus versus Field. Petroria. There's a lot of words there. I don't understand. But essay originally from Johannesburg on July 4th. Okay, so you did say July 4th. Move back one day. I got you. If you're on TV, Tuto, let me know because I'd love to see you again. Shout out to you guys and that whole team, man. We love you guys. Bartlett Drury, 89 Little League World Series champ from my hometown. Revival of the year. Good fun fact. Drury, great hockey player, by the way. Great hockey player in his day. He killed me a couple times with the Sabres, beat the Rangers very late one year in the playoffs. Not gonna, but listen, Drury, you have a lot of work to do. You gotta get this team right. He signed Cooley, another good contract. He signed one of our better young players today. Drury had a good day, but you get us a center and get this team back into contention. You got to do it, man. You got to do it. You just paid Igor a shitload of money. Then it's all going to go to waste if you don't turn this ship around quickly. So, good day. More to go, baby.
Guys, did you see this one not even super chat, was one person in the universe galaxy?
Dude, I did see that.
Hey, man, get back in the chat, man. I don't know why you want to talk about.
Yeah. So what he said, what he said, I want to come on it just unprompted. This was before we even talked about LeBron. He's like, I want to debate. He says, here you go. I got it. He said, can I join your panel to explain why Michael Jordan fans are the worst sports fans of all time? It's not even a team. It's just the Michael Jordan fans.
Okay.
I'm going to make it good then. And you're going to get lots of clicks. So Universe Galaxy, I don't know who you are. I'm kind of tempted. I'm tempted this good time because I am one of those. I am an MJ fan. We grew up on him. I will love to hear what I'm assuming I heard every debate that you're going to throw my way. So, but I'm now kind of intrigued. Intrigued.
And also like a 23-year-old kid, possibly.
Yeah, probably. I need an age, date, but. Again, if your argument's good enough, come on, bring it. I love it.
I mean, it's a bold statement. I mean, the worst fans. LeBron. What makes LeBron fans better? I guess that's what I would ask. But except they're young. They're young. That's a fact.
But JS, I'm sorry. Let me say JS real quick. Try and find it. I'm sorry, real quick. JS, I think it was Canada Day for you up there, man. I think that's what
it was. Shout out, JS.
Shout out, man, to the people of Canada, man. I didn't know you from there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The Blue Jays fucking wiping their asses with the Yankee tears because they've won two. Yeah, they've won 2 out of the last 3 against the Yankees, and they
speaking of the Yankees
their ass today.
Speaking of the Yankees,
we
told you me and Spee had a phone call earlier today, and I have just a snippet of it. So you got to go to Revival YouTube to check out the full version. But here's a little something for you.
I know it's been a rough couple of weeks as a Mets fan. You doing okay?
Well, if you're really asking, not really, no. Our pitching, which has got us this far in the season, is an absolute shambles. We lost Canning to a torn Achilles, absolute debacle. The bullpen, which has been so strong all season, is finally starting to hit like soda. We lost to the damn Braves, we lost to the damn Phillies, and then we got swept by the damn Pirates.
Are you serious? Hey, man, it's all going to be okay.
You mean it?
No, of course not. You're the goddamn Mets.
Are you serious?
That's funny because what's funny is like that wasn't even originally in the skit, and as me and Jeff were doing a run through, he kind of just threw it in there, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's fantastic!"
Magic.
My favorite part of the entire sketch is his 3 lines where he goes, "You mean it?" And it's like his voice. He gets. I was like, "It's gonna be fine." He goes, "You mean like?"
No.
It's just. It was like his. He did 3 takes of that, and it was the middle take where it's almost an accident because you immediately went into the because you're like he saw it as a throwaway, and I thought I went too high. That's the one. That's it.
That was it. That was great. Listen, man, I just want to give credit to both of you guys. Speed's an absolute monster, man. How he gets better and better at this, and this was one of them ones, man. I'm so proud of you, man, for making that. That was freaking awesome. It was insane as usual. That's why I know you're in your prime right now. So I need another one. I need another one and another one and another.
We got some up our sleeves. We got some up our sleeves.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We got some non-sports sketches coming at you.
Let's go.
Very soon.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. But of course, man, guys, really quick, man. I just want to go through a couple more things before we get up out of here. Caitlin Clark, man, sold her first Kobe shoe. Sold out in minutes. Insane. She is the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. No more debates. I don't want to hear this BS no more.
Michael Jordan fans are annoying.
Yeah, right.
Worst fans in the world.
Oh, let me ask you guys this, man. Jake Paul, which is he does all his boxing. We're gonna be very careful here, but he started to take legal action, right? Of anyone spreading false information about him on the internet. I think that's a dub for celebrities. I think celebrities need to start doing that a whole lot more often.
So what I'm out of the loop here. Tell me what was being like. What was the premise of it? You know,
so pretty much anything that Jake Paul was part of the conversation, like whether he's boxing or not, whether the boxing is fixed, anything that sounds like it's defamation, he's gonna start going after fans or whatever the case is. So I don't know, man. I think that's pretty a dub for these celebrities, man, to start suing these people and start handling it that way.
He can afford lawyers now after Mike.
Yeah, right.
I agree. And one more thing, guys. Do you want to feel old?
No,
I'm gonna show you.
I'd rather not, but
you're about to feel old. But I just want to let you know, it's been 35 years ago since the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out. God damn,
dude, bro, that's. I mean,
no.
I remember like it was yesterday. I hate saying it; it's very cliche, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It was like one of the coolest movies to watch. As a guy that religiously watched Ninja Turtles every day. When that movie came out, I was like, "They're real. They're on. They're on the screen. This is it. This is it." And it was It was like one of those monumental moments, like Jurassic Park. You know, all those like big time. Like for me, Ninja Turtles was it. Like, and I actually, it's funny you say that because I showed my son today the movie for the first time. And like, I was so locked in. Like it was like I was seeing it for the first time.
Was it good? Was it good?
It's just as good. In my opinion, it's just as good.
When you watch those old movies, some of them, right?
Some of them
like,
suck.
oh man, what the hell? Like, I can't believe this was hot at the beginning. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
But I tell you, the movies that I'm starting, like I just watched, me and my wife just watched Top Gun, the original, for the first time, and I was like, man, this shit is really good still. Like you get what I'm saying? A Few Good Men, really damn good movie still. You get what I'm saying? So it's just great when you go back to watch the movie and the nostalgia is still there and it's still a good movie. I love stuff like that, man. Shout out, man. My son was, when he was little, I put him on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he was on a turtle kick for years. For a minute, he was. So that's dope, man. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Hold on, you guys probably played Sonic on Sega and shit growing up, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that game was pretty sick. That was a big deal when we were young. They now have 3 movies that are completely action-packed and phenomenal movies.
I've watched all 3 about 50 times.
Yeah, really? All right, I gotta watch the third one.
There's very few. I think I've only actually, like I usually wait for it to be available streaming. I think 2 of the 3 things I've ever bought all time, 2 of them were Sonic movies because I paid $20 to own it. I didn't even want to rent it. I'm like, we're gonna watch this shit every day, and I know it.
So last one in movies theater. I'm all me and you are in that zone now. We are the kids are
the little boys.
Yeah, they're right. But I want to go play Sega again. Give me my fucking Sega back. I want to play some Sonic. Man.
They have the small little.
Sega I know they do.
Go buy that.
I know you're right.
I need to go get one of those. By the way,
I know.
Old school.
Those are dope.
I can come out in a mini Nintendo 64. If they come out with that, you guys aren't going to see me for a while. I'm telling you right
Star Fox,
N64, 007, yeah.
What? That right there alone.
GoldenEye, dude.
GoldenEye was fire.
GoldenEye was.
I'm telling you right now, I'm mopping the floor with anybody. If they come out mopping the floor, come get some. If they're coming out with that, come get it.
All right.
We should do that.
Dishing out L's.
We should get it. We should.
Telling you.
We should get it.
You ready?
We should all play it.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We'll show you guys. We might stream it.
L after L.
We have to stream it.
You have to. Anybody got a Nintendo 64? You got GoldenEye. We coming over because Hefe's taking L's. We ain't playing.
Just give me a half hour to learn it again, and then I'm
I got it.
But then,
yeah, right. I don't even need the warm ups. You taking the L, baby? Proximity mines. That's all you got to understand. Proximity mines. Taking the L.
93 for Sega.
I remember it. I remember the lingo and all. That's how I know.
Yeah, that's kind of intimidating because that was a nice weapon.
Nimar, go back, watch the show over. We did talk about Mike Brown earlier in the show. I personally think it's a solid hire. I don't think it's a very far step back, if any. I think we need him for the vets. I think it's a smooth move, smooth transition, and you won't lose anything. In my opinion.
Back to video games real quick. NCAA football 03 to 05.
Yeah.
Where you could play with like Michael Vick in that range.
That
one of those. Virginia Tech, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Dude, we made that a college drinking game, and so you'd each guy you'd play 2-on-2. Each guy had a 6-pack next to him, and there was also a floating bottle of whatever. And so if you got a touchdown scored on you, you got to finish whatever's in your beer or take a shot. Right, but every first down is drinking for 10 seconds while the other guy gets the next play ready. Yeah, well, we got to the point where one guy would be the quarterback, the other one's the receiver, and you'd whisper the route that you're gonna run. So it's like fuck the play that's called.
Yes,
I'm going.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, and like sometimes you get drunk and guys like, what route you want to run? I'm like, just fucking throw the ball.
Dude, that's insane. By the way, that's insane. I can't do that, man. I don't know. I can't do that.
Can we just say that from like 95 to 2005 was just the golden era of life
of everything.
Bring me back because
Music, movies,
everything. I just going back. Because I keep like peeping these like IG reels of like it's not like it's in the AI. Like it's 1998. You're just getting home for the summer for the first time. And then you're going to Blockbuster for a movie, a game, and a pizza. You and your boys are going to, and it literally brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, God damn it, just bring me fucking back, bro. Bring me back.
Dude, I tell my kids all the time, I go, man, you guys should have been born in my era.
Yes, they don't know.
No social media, no nothing. Like,
but we had just enough technology to make it awesome, but not enough to where it consumed us. We didn't have cell phones. Cell phones really what it was.
We was outside. Like we playing stickball, kickball, baseball, softball. We played every sport in the world. Football,
we were perfect timing for that. Our whole childhood was no cell phones. None of it.
Yeah.
And then it's like we got out of college or around college, it started to become a thing. That's when social media and cell phones started to become a thing. So once we were adults, we got it. Maybe that's how it should be.
The worst invention ever was cell phones, man. The worst.
It's been a death of, I don't know, like joy. like
doing shows like this. Like, I mean, don't get it twisted. Podcasts and etc. Cell phones kind of revolutionized. I guess I don't know it is, but just imagine we had to get it out the mud. We had to go and be popular in our neighborhoods first. And then the people came looking for us after that. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't you miss that? Like, I remember doing music or trying to do music, and I was like, man, like, you got to get hot local before you even somebody come look for you in a label.
You got to create a buzz. There's got to be a buzz about you. Yeah.
Now you just click play, and you get plays around the world.
Now you go viral, and then you have a career.
That's it. And man, people go viral for the weird reason. You know what I mean? Like that's something I wouldn't sell my soul for that.
I'll be the weird reason.
Really? All right, say less.
Let's get weird. Let's get weird.
Oh my!
Oh god! Man, but of course.
Anyways, yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 394 people that are watching with us tonight. We thank you. We appreciate all the support. If you're not watching on YouTube, please head over to YouTube, man. Hit that thumbs up button, man. We do appreciate that. And don't forget, man, we're on Spotify and iTunes, wherever you get your podcast. We stream over there. And guys, we're on Facebook, NY Revival, man. Go over there and hit that follow button and get all the latest stuff as well. We're trying to do some good things over there and get that page going for you guys. And man, this is the show. On behalf of my brothers, man, you guys know who they are. That's Mr. Glass Half Full of Nets.
Be the genius.
Shout out to U.S. men's national team. A Gold Cup tomorrow versus Guatemala. Semifinals. Let's get it. Let's move on to the finals, baby. Let's go.
That's tomorrow night.
Move this man!
Oh, you're booing America? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
Oh no, let me take that back. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You better
this week.
That back.
4th of July week. You're booing America.
No, God dang it!
This is
America. Now I feel bad. This is America. God damn it, it's America. America. I'm sorry.
Like, look at your shirt. Come on.
You're right. Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday coming up. Independence Day, right? I don't know, whatever. Is it birthday? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
This is the most un-American segment.
It was. No, guys, we are the total opposite. We love this country. But yes, man, of course.
This week.
We're canceled. And of course, shout out my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, aka R. I love that R. I don't know why.
You like that
R?
One.
Are you serious? I love that one.
That was another one that was added last second. That wasn't in the original.
I ain't gonna lie. I love that one. Are you serious? That was great. I love it.
Got swept by the Pirates.
I loved it, man. I loved
Fuck
it.
it.
And of course, it's your boy Eli Rax, aka Vibes. We see you guys on the next one. Peace and blessings. Yes, sir.
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's
go.
Live with the Wifey.
go.
Let's go.